All right, let's see what we got here. And here we are. I don't particularly love any of these, although an elite specialist that starts with chaff is at least interesting. I'll give that a try. I'm nervous about elite spec. Got balls and we probably want a pair of arc lights. Still a little scary. I got the volume turned up a little too loud too. We can adjust that. Oh, that sounds better to me. See how this goes. They're just going full on hot dog. So arc lights might be a strong option for us. They're going to get me just because they got the tower, but like, whatever, that's fine. I think I can fix a lot of that with arc lights. Hackers are pretty good against balls. I think I'm gonna... that would be a level 4 Phoenix. That's kind of absurd. I don't need any of this. I need the money. This is potentially scary depending on where they go from here. They're just going balls and tones. All right. I might need to look at sledgehammers. Sledges are generally pretty good against what they're doing. What did they take? Cheap balls. Funny. Could level up my crawlers. They're still getting me, but just barely. If I'm going to keep up with the balls, I do need sledges relatively quickly. Wasps are pretty good here. We can do some flanky wasps. I think I do want to get into sledges. Let's do that. These are a little faster than arc lights, I think. No, they're the same speed. Really like one more arc light, but I obviously can't make that happen. I took the Typhoon. Probably a good solution, given that I'm likely to pick wasps. Given where they're at, I feel like we can start selling out of these guys and maybe get us a Scorpion and call this a game. I need to level up these towers too. The arc lights are doing the Lord's work. I like that. This module's always nice. We're going to have chaff problems in a little bit. But better to start working on that now, I think. To cover the Scorpion. Over the fortress, so we'll need a little bit better deeps unit. These sledges did a ton of damage last round. They're going double fortress. I see. Maybe I do want some hackers. I need more chaff for that Scorpion. It died way too soon. really hurting me here. Bang solves a pretty big problem we've been having. I hope his positioning isn't crazy. It might be just a little bit. Good morning, Greg. Elite spec hackers. Have you ever tried that? Yeah, no, you're the one that told me about it. Pretty great. Still have a bit of a chaff problem. But let's make sure that that problem doesn't get bigger. Then we can look at our upgrades. I'm not super worried about the missiles from them. This is working out pretty great. I wasn't planning to do it, but with what they built, it was kind of the right call. Well, they're certainly going to javelin my hackers. How much damage does that do? 70k? They can't kill him with it. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Bug bomb's all right, although not great. It's cheap enough, I think I take it. Play a little bit against some shenanigans from them. I don't think they checked stats. Why does that kill? Oh, I must. Okay, it was me who did not check the stats. I clearly misread that. Still some learning to do. That's okay. We held the left side. That may be enough. I don't have to win by much here. There you go. Game over, man. All right. Elite Spec Hackers was as good as you said it could be. I'm pretty happy with that. Look at me leveling up, too. I don't think there's anything else in the season shop I want. Because I don't use chat and I got all the skins. So, yeah, I guess I just leave that there. The hacker thing seems to be like not quite something you can plan for, but something you can be ready for. I don't know if that makes sense. Haven't done anything with the amplifying specialist before. Let's give it a go. I like this stuff. Paper and crawler. Probably could use something like a marksman if I want any hope of finishing this. I've kind of got to decide what, if anything, to put these on. I don't want to not use my hero power, so to speak. So I'm going to play mid, and I'm going to slap these amplifying cores on the sledgehammers and see if that's good enough. Sledgehammers are not quite chaff clear, but they can pretend to be in the first few rounds. Man, that was close. Mass-produced wasp is pretty interesting here. There's a chance they took it too. They tag. Mass-produced overlord. All right. They did buy some fangs to counter it. But not enough. I don't normally love a tarantula, but an elite tarantula can clear a lot of crap. Especially with just a little bit of attack. Like, I don't need this anymore. Like, high explosive ammo means this is just going to dominate everything forever. But I can't really get that until next turn. But that's, no, that's okay. It's so cheap to jump drive these bros. Lights do 347. Against hounds, the defense upgrade would be really good. I don't think it's so great against this. I probably should have seen the rhino assault coming. I didn't really prepare for that at all. That's my bad. It's gonna cost me the round too. pretty big loss. But it's alright. I can be ready for it. I was planning on eventually pivoting to something like Vulcan and Phoenix. But I can probably just use the tarantulas to do that. Flank is not very good, so we're just going to get rid of that. We'll need chaff. All right, level 3 is kind of a big deal. And I feel like I should be winning here, but I'm not. May buy me a turn. My wasps are not doing what I've been needing them to do. I'm going to take one more turn to build. And let's see if these upgrades help us. I probably could have defended even just a little bit against that, but they're not going to hit the Air Force, right? Yeah, they are going to hit the Air Force. Yeah, I feel like I'm not as well set up for this. Mentally, I don't know what to do very well against this. And you can tell it's costing me. Typhoon will at least help some with the pressure we're getting. But it ain't perfect. I don't have any DPS is my problem. I don't think the marksman fixed that. They certainly don't if they're shooting crawlers, which all of them are. But this is really more of a positioning issue. I'm losing because my marksmen are just getting shot to death before they can do anything. I think we're probably dead. But if we weren't, I don't really have any techs worth taking out. Helped a little bit, but I'm still lacking DPS. I thought the tarantulas would carry. They did not. All right, it's a learning opportunity. We have learned. Let's go again. They were able to use. They were just. I don't know. The wasps felt like they were countered so fast. I've seen wasps be really good for people. I just haven't seen them be really good for me. I'm starting to hate tarantulas. But I do like a supply specialist. So let's give you one more try. Arc lights and sledgies. I do need something that does deeps. I could also just buy chaff this round and get a Phoenix next turn to do deeps. I think I'm pretty content with that. I mean, the spiders are looking all right here. Intensive training and laser sights, both pretty good. I can take a laser sights, especially since we were considering a Phoenix here. Question is, do I want to split these or have a strong side, weak side? I think I'll split them. It took the training. The Arclights. Might be able to get some levels on this Phoenix, potentially. Somebody's got to kill this level 2 stuff. They get a Fire Badger. When did they get it? Is it this turn? Round 3. So they will have a Fire Badger this turn. They're probably going to take the Typhoon. I do have armor on Phantom Rays. They either take the Typhoon or the Wasp. I think I want the Phantom Rays. I'm going to go ahead and armor them. Because it's cheap, and if they didn't take... the Typhoon, they're going to take some Mustangs soon. I need something that can counter that Fire Badger. I feel like a little bit of Stormcallers wouldn't hurt me here. I can mobile beacon these around later. I think I do like them coming in on a flank. Yeah, they took the Typhoons, which I suspected. And did that. I don't think the Typhoons can actually hurt this Phantom Ray. Yeah, they can't do any significant damage to it. Ion Blast's pretty good against them, not super great against me. But additional deployment slots, kind of stupid. But they've had enough, I'll take it. Not too proud to take free wins. Sometimes you get free wins, sometimes you don't. All right, let's give it another go. We're up MMR on the day. 1400 in sight, maybe? Never done cost control. I'm a little scared of it. I didn't actually mean to select it. I meant to kind of think about it. This should probably be a little lower. Chat. I actually see my hit point. Hello, Orkish. I guess we're playing it now. Okay, we're up against a giant specialist with Tarantula and Fangs. Got Fangs of our own. So the tarantulas are hard to kind of overpower. Gonna have to depend on these as most of my chaff clear for now. Which if I'm doing that, they're probably better off going this way. I think that leaves me wanting crawlers this turn. And Phoenix's next turn. I've been getting pretty comfortable with that as an opening. You might want to turn for Stormcallers, depending on how they position. They're being pretty aggro, so perhaps not. Pretty strong opener. This is Mechabellum, Tack. I've really been enjoying it. I can talk to you some about why I like it in just a minute if you'd like to hear. Heavy Armor in a Phoenix doesn't do much. But I can probably find something I want to put that on. Just not yet. Use a little bit more chaff clear here, so I might take in one more sledgy. No, I kind of want to just put the fangs here and let them go get that tower. And take the other sledgy here for now. So basically what Mechabellum is at its heart is an auto battler. It's 1v1 instead of like 8 players all kind of doing it at a time. And it's also got a good mix of like classic RTS where you're picking units technologies. There's a little bit less RNG in this game because every choice that you have, for the most part, your opponent has as well. You kind of have to predict what they're going to do, which I think is a fun aspect of it. And it's robots. Robots are cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. They tried to get me with a flank, which makes sense, right? It was the flank that I got that beat them last turn. And they did get me with the flank. Unless we take out those crawlers. One more shot! No, no more shots. I mean, they're still... They don't have any fangs left. It doesn't matter. You can't kill my Phoenix. Typhoons do a good job at clearing out the fangs, but so do Mustangs, and I'm kind of interested in buying them. I don't want to buy a fortress and put this heavy armor on it. And I'd feel pretty secure with that too, but that's not for this turn. I don't need the marksman. But where does that leave me? Just take the melting point and sell it? Or buy the wasps? The wasps are okay. Or just take this and accept that this is about as good as the Mustangs that I think I'd rather have. It's got enough hit points to carry this for now. Like, there's no way I could get a fortress, right? I guess I could sell this and buy it. Is that crazy? It feels a little not crazy. They have to respond to my Phoenix. I think I just want another round of chaff here. Yeah, they did. They went kind of nuts responding to the Phoenix. And really pushed the other side, so that gives me an excuse to make the Mustangs I want to make. They're going to get the default win this turn. I was hoping I would get a level on this fortress, but I don't think I'm gonna. think the fire was better for me. Leveled up the fortress at least. That's nice. And a repair kit would be decent on another fortress. I don't think I'm going to be buying that many light units. I want range on these. I don't have enough money. I guess I don't super need these sledges anymore. Want them to pull back, not just run in and get shot by and finished off by wasps. They're making fortresses too. All right. Level 2 is better than level 1. Good morning, Glorg. How you doing? Don't need any of this. But I do need this. Get punchy. Just buy more chaff. And beat the melter. Got the fortress, but still wasn't good enough to get me. Get fortressed. They have to sell it, right? Like, they're definitely selling it. I can't just ion blast that. Even if they do, just sweeping through there is pretty good. Want to sell these sledgies? I feel like they're doing okay tanking for me. They did a decent amount of damage last round, so they can stay. The mass melter. And I really needed them not to hit that tower then. I feel like just farting some more chaff in front of them is good enough. But we'll see. Phoenixes are just not doing anything over there. Go Mustangs! And I don't really need any of this. But more chaff can't really be bad. I could. It's expensive. I feel like I don't mind the balls tanking for the tarantulas. It might be the better call. We'll see. It lets them potentially burn through shields quickly too, which is nice. I wish I had Fang production on these fortresses. Crap, they may have me here. What was my problem? Crap, that's dead. I didn't want to be dead. Hey, what's up, Last God? It's been a minute. But I feel like this is a game you could really get into. Because you liked Underlords, right? Can I sell you? It was Sam, right? I want to sell you on Underlords. Mech Commander? I've never played Mech Commander. Problem was their stuff didn't explode and your stuff did explode. Have you considered doing casting for Mechabellum, Tombub? Because with that insight, I think you could have it. I'm going to do a quick sell you on Mechabellum. Robots are cool. They took an auto battler, mixed it up with something like an RTS, but there's no micro, no macro, no like how fast can you click thing. It's all timed. It's 2v2. You're not looking around and scouting boards, and it's not random. The choices that you're offered, other than the very first choice in the game, are the same as the choices your opponent is offered. Now, it's random which cards get offered, right? So there is some, like, you do need to like adjust on the fly, think on your feet, kind of like in drafting or Underlords with what you take, but you can anticipate what your opponent might do and try to counter it. It leads to a lot of counterplay, and I think leads to a very fun game. I think it's made something that's really cool and fun. Here, let's play around, see what you think. It's also cheap. The game's like 15 bucks. So there's my sales pitch for Mechabellum, specifically for someone who likes robots and was into Underlords back in the day. Yes, yeah, Scorpions are what I should have had, eh? I know, Glorg, I know. I think you gotta play a little bit before you can appreciate how cool Scorpions are. I think I dig the marksman specialist here, even though I gotta buy chaff. It's low hit points, but solid starting units. Okay, so we're gonna buy crawlers. Arclights are already pretty good into hounds. Once you position your units, you can't move them, but you will be getting more units here and there. You can adjust those. I pretty much have to play crawlers into this because Mustangs are just going to chew through fangs. Let's get them positioned here, have room for fangs, come down later. I like this Arclight pulling stuff to the middle, although I do think it's going to die. I do have exploding tech on my Stormcallers. So you have a point there, Zombob. There's a good bit of AoE. You don't really want to clump up your bros. They're training specialist. That first choice of what specialist you're going to be in your starting unit pack is the only thing that's not symmetrical. Them already having Mustangs is a little bit of a bad deal for me because they're likely to just immediately counter my Stormcallers. But it's not like it's free. You know, it does kind of remind me of that too, Zombob. I'll take the Rhino to flank. We can always sell it if we decide we don't want it later. I'm a little concerned they're going to rock my Stormcaller world. But I do need more chaff over here. I was kind of prepared for it to be fangs, but it doesn't have to be. It can just be more crawlers. If I click this, they can't one-shot crawlers. And we can go ahead and have... We can have fangs unlocked. I might sell this Rhino later. There's a chance they've dropped a Rhino here too, so like... Maybe we'll do a missile to give us time to clear it if they did do something wacky like that. They did too, so good call. I don't think that's enough. We're going to get the tower. They didn't go for missile interceptor. I like that. Orbital bombardment is nice when they're all grouped up. Supply enhancement is nice if you're going to go longer. An elite hacker would actually be pretty good against these big tarantulas. I don't think I'm grouped up enough for them to take orbital bombardment. I'm not really far forward enough to do something with the hacker. It's such a good opportunity. I don't know that this is the right call. But it is a call that I could make. I'm also not selling this. I want them to invest on this side before I sell it. I didn't think they would bombard me. It would appear I was wrong. Got it though, didn't I? Level 3 is kind of a big deal. That's right, you're getting it. Every round you'll get a card choice. At least once every 4 rounds, you never know exactly when it'll be a unit drop. And all of these choices are the same choices my opponent gets. I don't need any of this. Yeah, I do need a shield. Just don't quite have enough cash. I think I'd rather have had the unit drop, but it's a bit late for that. I mean, pretty bad for me, but that's I don't think I should have shielded there. Like I was losing that round if they took the nuke. And we kind of needed to accept that when nuke showed up. I really need EMP yet. I'm not sure we're keeping the Vulcan. Guess right now I'm going to defend flanks. They're going Mustangs over here. It might be worth keeping the Vulcan. Get hacked. I can find something to put heavy armor on. Gonna take the money. I think this game's almost over. We can get one more squad of chaff. Then we'll see if we think we need the clear on the other side. Hackers are doing good work. The maps don't matter functionally. There's 2 towers. You want to defend your towers. Then you get the Return of the King. There are varying maps, but they're cosmetic in effect. Terrain just doesn't matter. There's enough, believe me, there's enough to keep up with it without the terrain mapping. Game is complicated. My opponent is not correctly stopping the hackers. Have to be our turn. I was not prepared for that wasp swarm at all. I should have thought of that. That's how they get back into this. I've got fangs. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be ugly. We just buy some Mustangs of our own next turn. Doing ground specialization wasps. Okay. Those will be good to kill your own Mustangs, I guess. I don't really need the oil to burn, but it might. This feels good enough. It might not be against coming up against a nuke. There's a chance I'm in some amount of danger, which I'm not a huge fan of. At least we played around the smoke bomb pretty well. This is a lot closer than I had hoped it would be. What we got there? Whoa, low, low. All right, I need a little break. I'll come back. We'll play some more. Maybe one day we'll get to 1400. Sorry for the long break. Think we've got time for one more? I would like one more. At very least. Look, we're gold 2. Gold 3. Even better. Okay. All right, let's go again. There's other modes you can play too. You can play 2v2, which is like a team game. You can play 4v4, which is basically Commander. I've been enjoying the competitive 1v1 mode, but play it however you want. Oh yeah, looks like Lord was already talking about that. Smart. I dig the missile specialist. Don't love Sabretooth, but it can be sold eventually, and they do the job initially. Say as long as my opponent isn't on Stormcallers, we should be fine. We'll probably want to do arc lights. We have something that can clear chaff. These are 8 meters, 7 meters, and 6 meters. It'd be about 3 spaces apart. Not going to be able to get it exactly, but that's okay. Might be okay to position these lengthwise. Let them start taking their shots earlier, and they will be chaff. I'm wasting a little bit of the HP on these. Like, they're going to get shot at some point. Going for an aggressive opener. Which is going to wipe me absolutely out. But that's okay, we get more turns. No, you take more damage the more units that are left alive. If your tower is destroyed, it puts a debuff on your army. I'm trying to decide if I want quick teleport. That can be incredibly useful against what they're doing. I don't need it this round, but I might be very interested in it next round. And a mobile beacon. Double shield. All right. Respect. That one's still sitting in the shield. I'm a little worried of the Air Force. And by Mustang. Did want a mobile beacon, but I'll get that next turn. This should allow me to fight half their army and then the other half. Ideally, we get this tower timing. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, that can work. Yeah, I was happy to get through the shields too. Yeah. It's like printing money in reverse. I like that. I don't have enough money to do everything I want to do here. That's okay. Really need range on these bros, but I can't quite get it. But 88 damage a shot. I think I actually want to promote these fangs. Heck, thank you for the resub. This is working. Typhoon's gonna get me, but we need us a scorpion. What do you think, Lord? Do we need a scorpion or no scorpion? Can't decide what I want here. Put barrier on them. All right. I prefer Alien Nation. But you can't go wrong with Klaus. You've heard a Scorpion song, but I was a Scorpion fan. Halloween was great. You kidding me? I'm about to get nuked. You know what? So are you. I've been listening to King Diamond again, which like is always a good idea to do, but I'd forgotten how good Spider's Lullaby was just as an album. If we're really going to go into somewhat obscure 80s, 90s metal, I think King Diamond's a great call. I was certain they were going to nuke me. Instead, we just kind of handed them a tower. But that's okay, too. I think the graveyard might have actually been my favorite. Underappreciated gem. No, they didn't take it. Raiden's not bad against what they're doing. But I think I'll take one. Perhaps two. I can use the Stangs to beat up their Air Force. Kind of need one big damage deal. Which sounds to me like Melting Point is what the doctor ordered. I know I just passed one on the unit drop. Well, I can't get one now. Right, then it needs to be a Phoenix. Now I'm thinking Fortress with Barrier. I never got into Danzig. A lot of my friends were really into. Just, I don't know why it didn't click for me. Doesn't mean it's bad, just not for me. Nice timing. I'm going for some wacky plays here for just a minute, but bear with me. I never did. I never got into it. Like, the problem of need PvP to enjoy game just kind of stuck there. The tower, you noobs. If you shot the tower, we might could have won this. Is Wraith what I want? Getting tough. I'm running out of time. That's gonna have to do it. I certainly understand about the dad life. I found card games to be a little better for that for me. When it was intense dad life, I was playing a lot of Balatro and enjoying it. Couldn't really get through the Vulcans here. Really wasn't able to counter them. I think that's Dedge. No, I get one more turn. I'm not entirely sure what I can do with it. If I can survive. I'll get another nuke. Oh yeah, if I'm on baby duty, I will not play a game like this. I don't have enough chaff clear. I need chaff clear now. That is the entirety of my problem. So let us solve it right now. That is absolutely why I am losing. Storm callers with EMP solve a lot of issues for me. Problem is I need them shooting up here, not at the flanks. Don't think I'm gonna make it, but we tried. I mean, even if you're losing a game, walking away gets you the man, I almost coulda had that feeling going, and I decided and you've got more kids than me, so, like, you could probably give me dad advice, but one thing that I decided very early on, like, when she was just a baby, I tried to play a round of Tarkov while she was taking a nap, and she woke up in the middle of it. And I was like, "Man, that sucks. I've gotta lose all this gear. That's frustrating." And I was like, "I can't ever be mad at this little kid for that." But right then, I was like, "Okay, we're playing something else." And that's part of what Rogue Trader was. "Hey, Wallet, it's good to see you. Sorry I didn't notice that. I was trying to see if I could fight back into that game, and I couldn't." But I was like, I can't ever bring that level of frustration to looking after her. So that's where I got into and tried Rogue Trader. I tried Stone Shard. I played a lot of games. Had Hearthstone on my phone, and I would do the solo adventures on there. Those were kind of fun. Elatro kept me going for a while. I eventually got Slay the Spire on mobile. Like any game I could just play for a little bit and pause was good for that. Now, what I do often is have YouTube videos for Mechabellum that I'll watch and pause. Yeah, I played a lot of Bazaar. It's not for me. But a couple different reasons. I do need to run pick up the kid here in a minute, so I don't think I'm gonna go through it all. I'm also not feeling 100%. That. Yeah, I mean, with her being in preschool, I have, 2 hours a day where I can stream, which is really nice. I get to play then. That's cool. I'll take it and be happy. But for now, I do need to run. I'll be looking for you guys and gals tomorrow. We're putting some of these battles up on YouTube now, so you can check them out there if you want to learn more. And it was good to see y'all again. All right, see ya. Adios.